We are only a few hours from our ribbon cutting and then a few more hours from our big grand opening celebration. This is thousands and thousands of hours of effort and just a real desire and passion to offer something that we think that our community really needs. Hi, my name is Kasey Friske.
And I'm Rich Friske, and we're here at the all-new Friske's Farm Market in Charlevoix, Michigan.
I could sum up what we do in 30 seconds by telling you that we're a multi-generational family business. I'm one of the owners, as we've been taken over from my parents. So now we have the third generation of ownership. We are passionate about bringing an excellent family experience with awesome food to people who live here, who vacation here.
Especially having a young family, we're always looking for opportunities to take our little ones somewhere as a family. And so we are really, really excited to offer our community a place to bring their kids, bring their families, bring the grandparents, and have a really good time.
And now with this new facility, it's allowing us to really bring, the full experience that we've wanted to for many years to our customers every single day, regardless of how many people join us here.
So I graduated from Unbound in 2012. The following year, I got involved in the brand new Student Life division of Unbound. We hosted our very first student events in California and Texas. And at that California gathering, I met my husband, Rich.
So I was in the Unbound program a little bit behind Kasey. I got this email from a couple of homeschool dads who were like, hey, we know community is important and trying to put together this event. And here it is way on the other side of the country for me, and I'm a real homebody. I'd never go anywhere. The fact that I ended up in California was pretty crazy, and how we met.
And then a few months later, we were involved in the very first student cabinet, planning the very first Apex. And then a few months after that, we got married.
Being on the cabinet was definitely an experience for me, with being the most diverse personality, group of personalities that I had ever worked with, and we actually accomplished a pretty significant objective. So there's a culture within the community for sure that recognizes the ability to do that.
Working in Unbound, especially in the student life community and working directly with the cabinet, there's a special kind of teamwork in Unbound teams. It's a lot of trial by fire in the best of ways, and you just kind of try things. You try things and see if they work, adjust them if they don't, and that is something that has carried on all over the place. I love the fact that my time in Unbound has given me the courage to not be afraid to seek out the resources to learn something, or just to get out there and try it and see what happens.
So being involved in a family business, it's really cool. I get to work with my dad. I get to have my kids around. It's a privilege, definitely a privilege to be able to work with a family. Yeah, you don't realize it probably till you become an adult, but what your parents were involving you in and teaching you through those experiences translate really well to adult life. And so the opportunity to start doing that now with our kids too is cool.
They get to be involved not only with their dad, but with their aunt and uncle and their opa and oma, and it's a really special opportunity.
If I was talking to my younger self, I would probably say that having people around you that you can learn from while working on the thing that you're passionate about is probably the best thing you could do for yourself. I've learned a tremendous amount from my dad. He basically spent his career teaching his kids what he did, and now as a result, we're all working together and growing the thing that our family is really passionate about.
Something I would want to say to my younger self would be to be very careful where you allow your identity to sit. If you put your identity in anything besides being a child of God, you will reach a point where things will go poorly, where you find out that you're not as good at something as you thought. It's really rough if you don't have your identity in the right places because you feel like you're failing when in reality, your identity doesn't lie in what you do and what you do well. It's in being a child of God, because that is something that doesn't change regardless of circumstances.
Never be afraid to invest in your future, whether that's time, money, effort, probably all three.
If you know you want to do something and you believe that there is purpose in what you're doing and you believe you should be doing it, you've got to pull out all the stops, give it everything you have so that you don't have to wonder if you left something on the table.
You got to find somebody that's better than you at what you're trying to do, mentor with them, learn from them, and then never give up when you make mistakes, because you'll make them left and right. But if you allow that to make you better, you'll eventually get closer to where you're trying to go. And I hope that I would say the same thing to myself in 10 years.